Giorgia Meloni is positioned to become Italy's first female prime minister. Her Fratelli d'Italia, Brothers of Italy party, took 26% of the vote, putting the country on track for a conservative government that it arguably wanted 4 years ago. Ms. Meloni's party heads up a broad right-wing coalition with the League under Matteo Salvini, Silvio Berlusconi's Forza Italia, and a more minor coalition partner, Noi Moderati.
Gli unici che hanno paura sono loro, perché hanno capito che sta per finire.
Ms. Meloni campaigned on culture war issues such as her opposition to the, quote, LGBTQ lobby, instead putting Christian identity, motherhood and patriotism front and center.
Non ha paura l'Italia delle donne che non chiedevano quote in ogni ambito, ma chiedevano servizi e meritocrazia.
Ms. Meloni's victory comes 100 years after dictator Benito Mussolini came to power in October 1922, and much of the mainstream media today refers to Brothers of Italy as far right. But while the party does have a lineage that goes back to the fascist parties of the country's past, Ms. Meloni says that Italians have grown tired of discussion about neo-fascist nostalgia, saying that fascism is a part of history. It's not entirely clear how much policy is likely to change on Ms. Meloni's watch. On economics, and one has to remember this is Italy we're talking about, you can expect a conventional right-wing populist agenda that focuses on targeted tax cuts and welfare handouts, rather than the Big Bang reforms Liz Truss is attempting in the UK.
The cost of energy.
Ms. Meloni views European Union rules as often infringing on Italy's sovereignty. That could lay the groundwork for a new conflict between Rome and the EU over budget rules. This is concerning. Italian government debt is near 150% of GDP and no plan to stimulate economic growth.
Non ha paura l'Italia dei giovani che vogliono non dover scappare dalla loro terra.
On foreign policy, Ms. Meloni and her Conservative allies aren't noticeably more pro-Ukraine than any other Italian politicians regarding Russia's invasion, but she does say she's a staunch supporter of NATO. Ms. Meloni has followed other Italian Conservatives' lead by promising a crackdown on illegal migration, and as implausible as it may sound, it's thought that could include a naval blockade of Libya. Italy is on the front line of a wave of illegal migration that started in 2015 and never fully stopped. 4 years ago, the League's Matteo Salvini emerged from the 2018 election as the plurality winner, but his reputation was viewed as so toxic, efforts were undertaken in Parliament to prevent him becoming Prime Minister. Today, the real lesson of Italy's election result is that Ms. Meloni's coalition, unlike previous efforts, may be the Conservative Party that's finally allowed to run the government.
Viva l'Italia! Viva Fratelli d'Italia! Viva il centrodestra! Grazie!